All right, so before we talk about this carpet game here, let's talk about our money. We're in the Robinhood app right now, scrolling down. Today is Wednesday. Last Friday, I bought 20 shares of Invesco at about a total investment of about $153. Let's scroll down and see how much I invested there. All right, $153. We go up here. Today it's worth $175, 4 business days later. So here's what I'm going to do next. Watch this. We're going to go ahead and sell 18 shares of this. I'm going to bring my $153 back home. Actually, it's like 155, 56, 57, something like that came back home. And then I kept 2 shares of quote unquote free money in here, and it also pays a dividend. So that free money is going to make little baby monies for me for years to come. That's how to keep your money growing while you sleep. Let's talk about this carpet game though. So if you're contractors, consider investing your money. I'm not saying do what I do, but do something to keep that stuff growing. You work way too hard and not have to, continue working into your 60s and 70s. Look at this carpet game here. This is some real deal 70-ounce plush carpet. Beautiful rug. I usually don't care about the carpet at all. I'm in it for the money, but this stuff here was a fabulously thick, easy product to work with. Aside from the weight factor, went in real nice, seamed up real nice, stretched real nice, all things good across the board. So we got a living room with a 2-piece fill going up to hardwood floors. So we're going to go ahead and transition to the hardwood floors. Then a step down to 2 steps into a hallway. So we're doing the steps as well. So I'm going to burn that cross seam first. Now we're going to go ahead and do our long running seam on this one. This was 40 yards. The downside to doing this, like 40 yards of some cheap carpet, you're in and out with the quickness. 40 yards of some meaty carpet, you're hanging out for a little while here. It is what it is. So figure that into your profit margins. And to you guys out there working for stores, this is why I really recommend you start selling your own jobs, because let's say a store's taking good care of you and they're paying you $6 a yard if it's empty and ready to go. That 40 yards is $240. That same 40 yards, if you sell it, and let's just say you only figure $4 a yard for your profit, which is minimal, but I don't like mathing after hours, so that's $10 a yard. For the same amount of work, that $240 is actually $400 now. It's worth it to go ahead and put yourself out there a little bit, sell that product, get those extra bonus checks, and then go ahead and reinvest that, get your money growing while you sleep. So now we're cutting this down, going up to the hardwood floors here. Oh man, we got hang tight. We're gonna do a video about electric tackers because they are hot garbage. Like, we all complain about our electric tackers, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So I am gonna do a follow-up video about whatever, tackers suck and not to buy them, even though you have to buy them. So now we're going to go ahead and stretching directly across from where we just transitioned up to the hardwood floor there. Got the crab stretcher pulling that slack across the room for me, blasting it on with the kicker after it's stretched up with the crab. And this had quarter round molding too. So one thing to keep in mind, these beefy rugs, tucking up the quarter round, there's no fast way for that either. It would sound like this is a bad day. It was actually a phenomenal day, just some basic obstacles we had to get around. We made it through. Life is okay. And then we're going to transition to this job site here, because since we're talking about transitioning, we're going to transition doorways. Turn and tack right up to that janky flat metal there so we don't have to pop it out. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to transition to this janky flat metal here. Just clackety clack. This is a house in the hood. My buddy's flipping here. I talk about stimulating economies. Our distributor shuts down at noon every day. They are a half hour from my house, so I've been hitting up all the homies and seeing what they're sitting on in storage, what they have in their warehouses, and just cashing them out and everything. The funny thing is I'm getting some killer product. Not that it matters, because I still sell it dirt cheap to my investor buddies, and they don't care. They just want clean, fresh carpet on the floor so they can get these places rented or flipped or whatever the obstacle is. But something important to keep in mind, times like these, maybe reach out to your crews and your friends, even people that you might have beef with, and just, squash it and do the things for the greater good. Say, what are you sitting on? What can I cash you out on? And what kind of deal can you throw me so we both can win on this? I've been doing a whole lot of that, and it helps all the little guys out so that we can all thrive in these times of need, rather than going to the big box store for everything. Sometimes you just got to do that. You can't be avoided, but if you can help people out in the industry and they're sitting on stuff, go ahead and cash them out. Make sure they're going to give you a good deal, but at the same time, everybody wants to hold that good paper right now so they know they can feed their families, pay their bills, and everything is good. Look at this old woodwork. This is crazy. This was like hood neighborhood for real. But this place, they actually laid it out pretty nice. The whole block, it was called the Model Block in Cleveland, which is laughable in many cases. But it really was a super clean block. They set in the bar and trying to bring the neighborhood back. So definitely a cool thing to see. Laying out these rooms, slop and pop, crease, tuck, getting this place rented, and getting it ready for the inspectors. Not that we have to deal with inspectors, but everybody else does. We're so lucky in the carpet game. So, we're going to go ahead and lock on these set walls, work our way around the room, cut around that pillar, trim and tuck, grab that fast cash. Speaking of digital money, this was paid out by the Cash App. If I didn't have Cash App, I wouldn't have gotten paid on this job. So like I always say, make sure you have every possibility ever to go ahead and get your money you need to thrive. Links will be directly below this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.